good. So I'm making this video just for the sake of consistency, one, and two, just to let you know where I'm at, emotionally, psychologically, spiritually, which is all very important for me, and I'm hoping that it's important to you too. So I'm on winter vacation right now. It started 2 days ago. And initially I thought that I want to travel, go out, turn up, but it just didn't work out that way. And right now I'm grateful that it didn't work out that way, because it's given me a lot of time to be with myself, do a lot of reconnecting with myself, and oftentimes it doesn't always happen that way, because we're always so busy in our lives, there's something about ourselves that we make secondary to the life that we have to live, to adulting. Adulting is something that just must happen. It doesn't wait for you. You just need to get with the program. Anyway, so I have a morning routine that involves just a lot of silence and listening to myself, listening to my thoughts, listening to how I'm breathing, how I'm feeling. Do I have knots in my body? How are my muscles? How is my stomach? I know I get a lot of digestive problems, get gastritis quite a bit. I used to as a child, but not so much now. But I'm always very wary of my stomach. So yeah, what I'm loving the most about being on vacation right now is that I'm getting the opportunity to spend time with myself. It's like my morning routine, but 2.0. Actually, there's something that I read. Wait, let me just pull it out so that... Oh, what the hell? What? Oh, here it is. Okay, some reminders. Unclench your jaw. Breathe deeply. Check your posture. Drink water. Stretch. Check in with your body. Where are you tight? Check in with your heart. What are you holding on to? Where are you tense? Are you anxious? Look up at the sky. Show up with love today. So I feel like this was the most perfect thing to read this afternoon, because this is exactly this is my current focus, and I'm not putting any pressure on myself to go out and do things for the sake of other people or showing up. I'm not showing up for anything. I'm only showing up for myself at this moment. And the lovely thing about it is that I have 2 weeks to do exactly just that. I don't have to commit to anything. I don't have to perform anything. I just need to be with myself, for myself. And I think this is very important, because like I mentioned earlier, is that, with adulting, there's so many responsibilities that cause us to put a lot of ourselves aside, and it's always good to have the opportunity to touch base. And oftentimes when people want to relax and have time off, have time to be in the state that I'm in right now, they rather choose to be busy. I remember there's a friend of mine, her job involves a lot of traveling, a lot of dealing with people, and she's very sociable as well. So when she does have time off, she's usually with friends. I don't know when she gets time, when she actually gets time off to be by herself. But anyway, I remember there was one time she was on vacation, and we were in Durban, and there's just a lot of stuff going on, fun stuff, of course, and there was also a bit of drama here and there, whatever, it's fine. And I remember her saying, and on one of her posts, when she had gone back to Dubai, that the vacation actually left her feeling a little bit exhausted. And I totally get that, because you're always dealing with people. And I don't think I'm an introvert. I'm definitely not an introvert, but I know that taking time out for myself is definitely a priority. I need it actually. It's not, if I had the choice, I'd do more of it, but sometimes life doesn't allow for it. Okay, so yeah, this opportunity that I've been given for the next 2 weeks, I'm definitely going to utilize to its fullest, because it's important for one to always, like the post said, to look into yourself, be aware of yourself, check your breathing, check your heart, check your emotional state, psychological state, spiritual state. A lot of the time we don't do it, we don't do it. And what I love the most right now is that I don't have to go out into the world. And it being Chinese New Year here, it's very quiet. I love quiet. I love like just stillness. I have this huge window that I have in front of me right now, and I swear guys, like there's like barely any movement. There's no one here, and there's hardly any noise because people have gone out on vacation and all of that, and like good for them, but what's happening right now is good for me. So yeah, I'm just resting my body, taking a lot of time to not do any type of reflection, because I don't need to reflect on anything. But if I were to reflect, guys, the past year has been fabulous. The past couple of months have been great. Like, I have no complaints. But just because it's been great doesn't mean that my body hasn't taken a beating somehow. Like, every day you're working on mind you, my timetable is very, very lax. But now not having to stick to a timetable at all is what I'm appreciating the most. Not having to eat at a certain time, not having to go to class at a certain time, not having to deal with people and their emotions and their thoughts and all of that. I don't have to do it, so I'm choosing not to. Like, I'm really like checking out of life, and people will see me if and when I'm ready. And how they feel about that is entirely up to them. But luckily, I don't have the pressure of people around me, because me being in a foreign country, there are very few people that I know here. In a small town, very few people that I know here, very few people who know me. I don't have to engage with anyone if I don't want to. And sometimes I don't engage with people because I can't. There's a language barrier, so it all kind of works out, I'm not like using extra energy and putting it towards something that I don't have to do. It's perfect. But yeah, so this is day 2 of my vacation, and really, like, my apartment is like a retreat, because it's my sanctuary. It's where I come to at the end of the day. It's where I find my peace. It's where I find my calm. And I love that it's like big and open, airy, with huge windows and a lot of light. Like, I feel like everything of mine is aligning perfectly. I'm exactly where I need to be. And when I take time to look back on the past couple of months and the past few years, which, like I said, it's not really about reflecting anything, but right now in this moment, I'm realizing that everything that I've ever once desired, everything that I've ever once prayed for is happening. Like, it's been happening, like, progressively. All of my desires have come into fruition, and this gives me so much hope for the future. I can't overstate the importance of the thoughts that you're having about the things around you, but most importantly about yourself. Because whatever it is that you're thinking, though it may not be true at the time, and maybe you're not even aware that it's not true at the time, if you keep thinking the same thoughts over and over again, eventually you are going to morph into whatever it is that you're thinking of yourself, or your situation is going to morph into what you're thinking of. If you think of negative things the whole time, best believe, honey, negativity is gonna come towards you. So, as you know, and I feel like I'm always mentioning it, not sorry. I went through a stage in my life where I was really, really down and like just really not coping with life in general. And I felt like all of the stuff was just being amplified all the time. And then I can't say the exact date where things changed for me, or when or how things changed for me, but they just did. And so now, like, I'm really doing my best to preserve that. making an extra effort to think positive thoughts, making an extra effort to sustain how I am feeling, because like I said, I don't know when it happened for me, but it did, and I'm so grateful for it. It means the world to me that I am lighter. You guys don't know how it feels. Maybe you do know, and I'm sure a lot of people do know how it feels just to have like this weight on your shoulder, and you can't quite pinpoint what it is that's wrong, but there's something wrong. And on top of you not knowing what it is that's wrong or what's causing it, you don't know how to deal with it. So yeah, this moment for me right here, right now, is about self-care, self-nurturing, and preserving my current state, which happens to be fucking amazing. So yeah, it was just Chinese New Year. Well, it is Chinese New Year right now, and so this is the perfect opportunity for me to say Happy New Year to everybody. And I hope that your New Year's resolutions have got more to do with non-tangible stuff. Your New Year's resolutions have got more to do with you and your entire state. I pray that you guys are more love, are more consistent, are more committed to yourselves, are more loving. Like I said, you are love, you are abundance, you are beauty, you are satisfaction, you are good health, and you are wealth, because honey, listen, that wealth. Yeah, I think those are the things that are the most important to work on right now. Feel them, believe them, without having to perform it. A lot of people are going through life just performing all of these things without actually feeling them and thinking them genuinely, and it just, maybe it works for them, maybe it doesn't. But anyway, yeah, guys, I'm enjoying just being light, giving myself a break from the world, giving a lot of things a break, guys, like giving my face a break from makeup. Like, I'm not wearing any makeup, not wearing any jewelry. Guys, I've not been wearing clothes literally for the past 2 days. I just thought, well, obviously, because I'm going to be on camera, I better just like throw on a bra and put on the slip, for the sake of decency. No shoes, you guys, no like food. Like, I did eat yesterday, but I'm trying not to, and I'm not like making it like this weird dietary thing where I'm putting pressure on myself to eat certain things or not eat certain things. The point is that I'm just being completely lax and totally going with the flow, and right now it's been so amazing. I'm looking forward to the next couple of days. I'm hoping that by the end of whatever it is that I'm going through right now, that I'll feel so much more amazing. Yeah, you guys, like, I'm really feeling so great. Lately I've been feeling really amazing, and I feel like this moment right now, where other people would look at as like not having anything to do, oh my god, so boring, oh wow, so whack, waste of time. For me, it's exactly what I need, and I'm so grateful for it, I swear. And I would advise it for everybody. If you have the opportunity to take time to be by yourself and do a lot of self-healing, self-care, self-nourishing, definitely do it. Like, guys, everything is just great. Like, even I'm enjoying my showers, I'm drinking a lot of water, I'm hydrating, like, I'm nourishing my skin with a lot of essential oils. Like, it's really just so great, you guys. I feel amazing. I'm enjoying it a lot. So if anybody else wants to try it, I suggest you do, and hopefully your experience might be just as good or better than mine. Just do you, literally. Like, don't look at it as a phrase, don't look at it as a catchy slogan. Do you, look at it as a proverb, actually, because it's so important. Anyway, you guys, let me get back to it. Let me hydrate some more.